And there were 3 chickens fighting over this one box to lay their eggs in, and all the other boxes were empty, and they were just going at each other.
These young people have traveled from communities up north to share their stories around one of life's most basic needs.
To encourage them to lay their eggs up there.
I don't know where the food comes from like in the stores and stuff, but like when I go with my family, when we go hunting, then yeah, it comes from the bushes, right?
The hens at Fort White Alive don't bother Autumn Scott. She helps her dad raise chickens at home in Cross Lake between hunting and fishing trips. That's why she's here today. She's recognized as someone with potential to make a real difference in her community because her connection to food is a powerful one.
It's about people regaining and retaining their cultural identity. So food is very involved in our culture. When we have food, we share with people. We share from the elders all the way to the youth, and they eat first, and then the healthy people eat last. So it's very ingrained in who we are as people.
I have some plastic bags that you can put them in as well.
Rodney Contois, along with the team at Food Matters Manitoba, wants the younger generation to learn more. Today it's raising chickens and propagating plants, 2 simple skills to bring home.
It's really subtle.
To have the strength coming back at a time when we've been barraged by fast food and a change in diet that has dramatically changed over the past 150 years, I think it's a great thing.
Kimberly Izzard is what Food Matters Manitoba calls a food champion in her community of Grand Rapids. She knows the power of food, having lived in a community that, until recently, was 2.5 hours from the closest grocery store.
When you're looking at high unemployment, a large number of people on assistance, it's really hard to stretch the food dollar. So when you have to factor in gas and other costs to actually travel 2.5 hours to grocery shop, it doesn't leave you a whole lot of money.
A little love and a fistful of soil is part of the solution for Kimberly. That's why she started organizing community gardens back home.
Chronic disease, the diabetes, the obesity rates, there's just so much going on in our community, sedentary lifestyles, and gardening is one way to kind of get people out and having fun, getting some exercise, growing their own food, and just, taking things in a whole new direction.
Most people start garlic from the cloves.
Before today, Autumn didn't know you could chop a potato or a head of garlic into pieces and grow a bunch of new plants.
Well, I actually don't garden myself now, so I'm actually doing it for the first time here today.
So do you think you might?
I don't know. The chickens are good enough.
So maybe not everyone in the community will be a gardener, but Kimberly has seen enough interest in Grand Rapids to know it can make a difference.
To see them plant a seed, to water it, maintain it. We had kids flying off the school bus at the end of the day to go home and water their vegetables. So it's just amazing to see, and for them to just take it out of the ground and still dirt on it, and they're eating it. So it's really it's come a long way, and I think it could go a whole lot further.
Those involved with the youth exchange will be bringing home more than just plants. The hope is that they'll share a little bit of what they've learned with their friends, their family, and their teachers, and therefore plant that seed that will feed a community for generations to come. For Go Winnipeg, I'm Kim Kasher.
So which parts of the egg do you think it is that become the chick?